Well, how is that for irony? I just knew I was going to be late, and it's okay because I had a great time. And we're going to talk about that. And do you think you're late for most things? I want to know. Stay with us. Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the Video Call-In Show, that show that invites you to be a live video guest on this program to talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. Whether that's the topic of the day, current events, could be a personal promotion, whatever you'd like to. Now, joining us real easy. All you've got to do is point your browser to zoom.us. Click on Join a Meeting. That would be join if you're trying to join via your mobile phone. Enter in that meeting ID and you will come up in my green room. I will bring you up. First come, first serve, one at a time, for about the next hour. Now, my name is Jim. I am the host of the Video Call-In Show, and I welcome you all here. Now, I just had a wonderful interview. You guys are probably not wondering while I'm late. I actually posted in the chat exactly where I was and why. But I was fortunate enough to spend an hour with the kind folks at Two Family Homestead. Now, a lot of you know Two Family Homestead. They've been in the show before, or at least in the chat. I have yet to have them up on camera. One of these days that will happen. But they were kind enough to have me on, and we talked for about an hour, took a couple calls. Angel, our good buddy Angel Muniz, made it in for that, and I couldn't have been happier. But it was a great time, fantastic time. I hope you guys got to watch some of that, or you're lurking in the background. They run trivia games. They have a lot of channel reviews and tips and advice for folks. So I encourage you. They're in the chat now. I encourage you to go check them out and make sure that you show them some love if you would. While I'm at it, oh, by the way, if this is the type of show that it piques your interest, maybe you want to be on, maybe you'd like to just hang out in the chat, maybe you just want to lurk, then by all means, hit that subscribe button right now. Click that bell so you don't miss another episode. And by all means, follow us. But don't forget to share. Sharing is caring, as we all know, and it means so much to us creators when you folks share our content to your particular group and tribe and communities. That I can't tell you how much that means to us. Let's say hello to all the kind folks that have joined us. We've actually got a raid from the Two Family Homestead as well, which is awesome. And again, I invite anybody up to talk about whatever they want to. So if you guys want to call in and tell me about your punctuality, positive or negative, you let me know, and just use that number at the bottom of the screen, and it's super easy, super easy. Hello, Rustic Traditions Homestead. How are you? Good to see you. Kiss My Grass Acres. Kiss My Grass Acres. I believe you've been in a couple of my shows. I appreciate being here. Dutch Off-Grid Homesteading. Hiya to you, my friend. Pomona Ponderosa, welcome. This is another one from the raid. How are you? Jesse Mendez, how are you, brother? Good to see you. Geeky Gardens, welcome to the show. Always fun having you here. Susan Hamilton, how are you, my dear? Susan is one of the regulars here that is just a wonderful person. Can't wait till I get her up here. Susan. Royal Amethyst Stakers, how are you? I wish I knew. What is that, Dutch? That's awesome. Who else do we have here? Two Family Homestead, of course. How are you? Good to see you again. Brandon Jackson, how are you, my friend? Always a pleasure having you in. Jelly Duck 100, how are you, Ahmed? Good to see you, my friend. Christy Betts, good to see you as well. Thanks for being here. And, of course, Darlene's Garden Channel. Darlene's Garden Channel. It's been a long time since we've seen you. I actually have you on my list because I believe you popped in as one of the panel guests back in the day. I've been running panels on Sunday evenings for, gosh knows how long. And I'm sure that I saw you up on one. Welcome back to the show, by the way. Wendell Live, good to see you, my friend. Wendell's got some cool videos. He's an entertainer at heart. He does all sorts of popular songs and puts his own twist on it. Thanks for being here, Wendell. Big Dreams Homestead. Woo, I made it. Yes. Thank gosh you did. I am so glad you did. Hello, Samson Farms. Thanks for being here, guys. Ghana, how you doing? Oh, you're not late, Ghana. I was the one that was late, and we're going to talk about it here in just a minute. Where is Danny Black? How you doing, Danny? Good to see you, my friend. Florida Jim, good to see you back in the chat. We've got Beth B, Scratchology. Nice. How are you? Scratch that. See, now that's intriguing. That's how you do a username, by the way. Make it intriguing. Make it just something where somebody reads it and you just gotta click on it, or unbelievably descriptive. Welcome to the show, by the way. Yes, it has been a while. Brand Ariels, good to see you again, my friend. Well, guys, tonight's subject is lateness, punctuality. Are you one of those people that are always late? I know you're out there. I know you are absolutely out there. I run into you all the time. Now, some of you who have been here before on a regular basis know that I am a stickler for time. I try to start my show right at 10 on the nose, and it doesn't always happen, of course, because life does get in the way, but I do everything I possibly can to start on time. Now, I think that a lot of that goes back to my military experience, where you didn't have a choice. You had to be on time. And that instills that sort of value, I'd say, or urgency. And it sticks with you, man. It really, really sticks with you. But not a lot of people have gone down that road. You know what I need to do is I need to open up my chat compiler and see if this thing is working. It's always a hit or miss game, as you know. By the way, we've got some new folks that I didn't get to say. Creator Spotlight Show, how you doing, Mike? Good to see you, my friend. Can't wait to see your video, man. I don't know what that's all about, but I got the message and I set the reminder. I hope it's good news. I hope it's good news. No, I don't want that right now. So, really? I just told it no. So while it's doing that, let me say hello to some of the other folks. Spicy White Bear, got to change here and don't really have a channel. Well, good, Spicy White Bear. You're listening, and that name pops out. It really does. Mary Carter, how are you? Good to see you. And let's see. Have I missed anyone? Mr. Lodak, how are you, my friend? Always a pleasure to have you guys here. Now, where was I? But I understand there are a lot of people that have trouble with that old clock. I get it. I mean, it's just a real struggle for a lot of people. In fact, I've relayed this show before, or this story before on this show, in that I was a contractor for a local hospital here for the longest time. In fact, I was an FTE for about a year, and then went independent as a contractor in the web development and marketing world. And the one thing I learned, and I don't mean to stereotype, but the one thing I learned about that was as soon as a meeting was called in that hospital, no matter what it was, we were going to sit in that room for 10 to 20 minutes after the start time of the meeting and just shoot shit. And the reason we did that was because most of the doctors were too busy to be there on that time. And we all know the jokes behind going to the waiting room, waiting for your doctor. And that it used to drive me absolutely batty. Still does, obviously. Oh, but it's one of those things where you find yourself on time a lot, and you really have a tough time figuring out why others don't. Blended Whiskey, how are you? Good to see you, my friend. If there's anybody I missed, the thing to do is to go ahead and tag me with the at symbol, and I'll see the big red box, and hopefully I'll notice it. But if you have a question for my guests as well, that's the way you do it. Just either all caps or throw me a tag in there, and I will make sure that I try to bring that up. So, yeah, so it's become real important to me too, because a lot of you probably, well, you know what I've found about habitual non-punctual folks is that they're not really aware of the implications of that lack of punctuality. And what it really does is it really irritates those of us who are punctual. And I'm not gonna beat up on anybody if you call in and say I can't be on time for anything. I get it. And I wouldn't even say that it's a selfish thing, but it's one of those things where you should know that. And some people don't care. Some people are on time and they don't care, which is fine too. That's absolutely fine. But it doesn't have to be that subject. And certainly you don't want to see me sitting here talking for the next 45 minutes. Nobody wants seconds on that. Oh, it is working. So literally never late. Toad 5, how are you? Getting to us from over on Twitch. Welcome to the show, my friend. So you know that I'm broadcasting on, I think, 4 platforms at the moment: YouTube, Twitch, DLive, and Facebook. So that's you guys could come from anywhere. Like I said, it's really easy. Zoom.us, click on join a meeting, and enter in that meeting number. Now, if you have the Zoom downloaded, all you need is that meeting number right there, as you well know if you have Zoom downloaded. What else can I say about being late? I can tell you a little story here. I was a little bit late showing up at Two Family Homestead's show tonight. Wasn't a recovery thing, but I was going to band rehearsal and ended up in a close call and an actual minor accident where a guy clipped my bumper with an old Pontiac, and I couldn't see any real damage, but we exchanged insurance information just in case, because it was dark out, and the phone flashlights are not going to do exactly what we need them to do. Not when it's just throwing snow at you. We did get a lot of snow here. Well, I wouldn't say a lot. I mean, we had 4 inches yesterday, and I think it was up to about 2 when all that happened. Hello, Mike O'Reilly, New Orleans girl. How are you? Welcome to the show, guys. Geeky Gardens says, I'm the type that would rather be an hour early than a minute late. Oh, I am so with you, Geeky. I am absolutely in that camp. And I try to be at minimum 5 minutes early, usually about 10, only because you don't want to be uncomfortable in the waiting room either. Oh, New Orleans gal. No, girl. No, don't worry about that. You didn't show up late in the chat. You're just fine. You're just fine. Oh man. So yeah, then I thought, I'm just not going to do it. People are being idiots that day, today, because it's one of the largest snows we've had this year so far. Normally we don't have snow until just after Christmas. It's almost a rare occasion that we have a white Christmas, and this year this is our second snow, but this is more significant than the first one, and people turn into immediate idiots. I had this discussion with Daryl and Sherry where we were talking about how people just can't seem to remember what it was like just 6 months earlier, and they completely forget how to drive in inclement, in I would say hazardous conditions. How about that couch? Oh, we're not going to. I was going to mention that, Ganna. I was going to mention the couch on the show, and we didn't get to it. That hour went real fast. That was one of the trivia questions, though, and we'll do an impromptu trivia question here. Most of you, some of you will remember, and those of you who are like on the panel, looking at you, Ganna, you don't answer. But who can tell me what century my rather infamous couch was from? In the chat, tell me. And you don't win anything, but it'll be fun. Okay, so I don't have to talk any longer. I've got a couple guests in here now. Thank you very much. Just a second there, my friend. Let me pick you out here. There we go. Oh, one more thing to do. Always something to do, Angel, especially when you're rushing to get things done. How are you?
Yeah.
Why? It seems like minutes ago since we talked last, Angel.
It just seemed like no one was coming on, so I figured I'd come on and have a discussion about being late.
I appreciate that. Hang on just a minute. We've got hey, Tony, how you doing? From View This. Welcome to the show, my friend. Luke Duke. Luke Duke nailed it. It was Luke Duke Outdoors guest, 15th century. And yes, the infamous couch was a 15th century couch. I don't know if you knew this, Angel, but we had a couch auction last night. It was really strange.
Wait, because I know last night was your Sunday stream, but you had a couch auction.
Well, you were there, yeah. Yeah, you were there. Remember?
Maybe I was. Maybe it happened after I left.
That could be. That could be. You had your camera turned off for so long, I forgotten you were there. But a bunch of people from Facebook, probably trolls, they popped on and they wanted to. They said, "Hey, we're here for the couch. Is there a couch for sale?" And yes, by gosh, there was a couch for sale. RC Arts, how you doing? Look, coming over from D Live. Welcome to the show, my friend. So yeah, Angel, we spent the last hour of that show auctioning off that couch. I think it got as high as, and somebody correct me in the chat, because at one point it was 100 rupees. We also, which I think turned into about 28 cents. And then we also had, no, it was $1.12, I think. I think it got all the way up to $10.55, Angel. And I'm shocked because it's such a nice couch. Did you see a picture of it?
Yeah, I believe you showed it. It kind of looks like a bunch of burnt wood.
Well, I don't know about burnt wood. Some people might have interpreted it as burnt wood, but let's see if I can call it up here. I know I saved the picture of it because I had to put it on Craigslist later for $16,000, and it's still for sale. But here's the couch in question.
Yeah, that's the one that you showed.
Yep. Don't say I don't sell good stuff. That's all I gotta say. Oh, I dragged you into this, didn't I, Angel?
Yeah, you dragged me into this.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah. So, Two Family Homestead. I'm sorry we didn't get to talk about the couch. Well, we did talk about the couch in the trivia question that I sent him, but sorry I didn't tell you about that because it was awesome. Still is awesome. I hate to part with it. And Angel, what's going on with my DaVinci? It won't render out. I was going to cut that out as its own video, and it didn't work. Shut down twice on me.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, Viewed This says your stash is looking sweet.
Oh, thank you, Viewed This, aka Tony.
AKA Tony.
I kind of got it mixed up.
Yeah, it's looking good, Angel. Looking good.
Thank you.
So, Angel.
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself a person that is on time more often than not, or are you late most of the time?
It all depends on what it is that I remember, because if it's an appointment that I know I need to go to, then I would say I'm an on-time person. But if it's something that just sits around and I forget about it until the very last minute, then I will say I'm late, because there has been a few appointments that I've been late to since moving here to Arizona. But many of the appointments that I had to go to were appointments that I needed to attend to have checkups or have some form of business get done, and I had to be on time for those.
Sure. So, and it's funny you say that, because that's an angle I hadn't thought of, but I would imagine that there's a whole lot more people in that category than there is on one side or the other. I'm always on time or early, or I'm always late. I bet there's a whole lot more people in your wheelhouse there.
Yeah, because there's a whole lot more people in my wheelhouse that is a mix of both on time and late. But it all depends on what the person finds more important than the other. So, like, let's say if I had a meeting with a attorney of mine, that would be a necessary appointment because they're helping me with something. But if I had a meeting with some friends of mine and I forgot about that, they might just leave me and no longer be my friend. So it's like I have to pick a side there. But I could just explain to them that I forgot about it if I did not mean to. So yeah, there are many people in my wheelhouse that are late and that are on time, but it just depends on what it is that they have scheduled or what it is that they're doing.
Sure, sure. And real friends will forgive you for that, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Pixel Pia, teaching and learning. How you doing, Pia? Good to see you.
Hey,
And
Pixel.
did I see someone else? Was it Big Dreams Homestead? How are you? Welcome to the show, guys. So, Angel, I've now got three folks in. Anything else, my friend?
No, well, I will say that there was a period of time that I was late to something that got me into trouble, but it wasn't any form of serious trouble, because there were a period of time that I was late for school, and I had to go to after-school detention for an hour because of being late.
Yeah, that happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Well, don't let it happen again, Angel.
It's funny because I don't go to school anymore. I haven't been to school for 11 years.
I know. That was the joke.
I know,
well, Angel, thanks for calling in on the Two Family Homestead, and of course, thanks for coming on the show, my friend.
Yeah, I kind of figured I'd just give my synopsis of what I think about tonight's topic and my opinion as well.
I appreciate it, bud. We will
let the others get on, and I'll see you later, Jim.
Okay, buddy. Take care.
Take care.
Well, that's never uncomfortable, Angel. Oh, Mary Carter says, my problem is I overlook my schedule. Yes, that's true. And that used to happen a lot to me in that, before technology hit. And now I use technology more to remind me of those appointments that I might normally miss. Now, a lot of people don't like the Amazon Dots, but I have one up in the bedroom, and I'll use that all the time when it comes to setting alarms, and I can wake up and say, hey, Alexa, tell me my calendar today, because it's hooked up to a Gmail calendar, and boom, she'll rattle it off, and I'll know exactly. And then my brain is set. Now I know what I've got to do that particular day, even if it's blocking out time to work on a specific project. So, pro tip: try that sometime. It works. All right, let's bring up our next guest here. We will let him get his mic and camera in order, and we will scroll all the way down. There we go. Wendell, can you hear me?
I can. I'm busy muting you right now.
Muting or nuding?
Muting you. Come on, stop it.
This is a family show, Wendell.
Stop this. Oh, yeah, right. Sometimes I got to mute this because of the words that are being used on this thing.
Oh, it'll make a drunken sailor blush, I'm telling you.
Excuse my bright light and the bad video, but I'm too lazy to get out of my red chair to.
Not a problem, man. Not a problem. How are you, man? It's been a while.
It's good. Yeah, sorry. I've been traveling a lot and doing a lot of crap, if that's the right word.
Sure. And, keep it clean, though.
And then sometimes it's just hard for me to stay up past 9:30. Okay, so I mean, I got that problem too.
Oh man, you'll know when it's a problem when my show starts going. I think I'm going to start at like 9:45, and then it's going to go to 9:30, and then it's going to go to 9 o'clock. I hate staying up past 9 o'clock, so I'm going to do it at 6.
I'm looking forward to the 9 o'clock start. So,
well, I keep threatening to spend an entire week and do it early, and I just haven't found the right week yet. Probably right after the New Year's.
There you go.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Perfect. Well, no, but I've just been doing a lot of stuff. I'm heading up to New York tomorrow, and my daughter lives up there, or she's up there, and so I'm heading up there. She called me. Gee, that was a surprise. She said, "Hey, Dad, come on up for Christmas dinner." All right.
Awesome.
She'll be here the following week, but so heading up there, and as you know, my wife works in San Diego, so I've been out there, and
Wow.
I've been to Florida. Went to Florida. I've been down there. I do some stuff with the horses, and I was down at the Eddie Woods Training Center down there, and so on. And in between all of this, I try to get a video out every other week. So,
Oh, it's a grind, man.
but you're right. I'm having fun with it. I'm enjoying it. I'm learning a lot about how to edit videos and all that other good stuff. And,
Fantastic. Would you consider? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I'm hoping. I've put together a Christmas live stream show that I hope to get out here within the next few days. So hopefully, I'm going to do a little live stream, probably a couple days before Christmas or something. But do a little live stream Christmas show. My daughter says, "You going to do a Christmas song?" I say, "Well, how about if I do a live stream show?" I've been trying to do that, but I have so much respect for you because there's so much stuff going on. It's like I got to click here, I got to click there. Do I got the right camera? Do I got the right, microphone? Oh, so I think I'm there. So.
It can be brutal, and if you if you ever have a question, Wendell, you know how to get a hold of me. So I'd be more than happy to help. Sure.
Yeah, thank you.
All I can say is don't be late for that live show.
Yeah, tell me. All right, so let's talk about this. Okay, so Jim, I am, what's the right word? Painfully early.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, I'm just like way too early. But I live in the DC area, and you learn to be early because you never know what traffic's going to be like. You just don't. Okay. Sometimes it could take you 40 minutes to get from my house to DC. Sometimes it can take an hour and a half. You just don't know.
Yeah.
I've always said you pick your attitude. So someone's, my daughters will come home and say, "Oh, he made me mad." No, you chose to be mad. Okay. So when I was working, because now I'm just doing videos for a living.
Mm-hmm.
When I was working, my meetings always started on time. And if you showed up late, that was your choice, but I ain't going back for you. Okay. So you got to figure out what's going on, and you can't give me the excuse, "Oh, I was late, so I didn't hear that." No, I'm sorry. Now I understand you got stuff going on. So cause I want to believe that most people are good people, and they're not like, "Well, I'm just going to be late because I'm late." So they got stuff going on.
Yeah.
So, but my meeting is going to start at 10 o'clock if that was a start time. And if you're late, you got to figure out what it is. And I try not to get mad at those people. I mean, there's folks that, they'll get red in the face going, "Oh my God, why are you late? Don't be late. You got to be here on time." Meetings, all right. I mean, the meeting starts when it starts. So, but no, I'm, as a matter of fact, it's a constant battle with me and the family because I'm literally 15 minutes from the airport,
Mm-hmm.
okay, from where I live. And my daughter will always want to, cut it at the last minute. And I'm like, "No, we need to be there like 45 minutes ahead of time." So I'm usually early, and I'm okay being early because then you can relax and you can do other things.
Absolutely. And that usually is the problem for the, I'm going to say the obsessively punctual in that, when you're dealing with other folks, you're either angry if they're late or you're always trying to drive the train. It's like, no, yeah, we have to be somewhere. Let's get it moving.
I will say though, I do get annoyed on, I'm not sure what the right word is, but let's just say professional timing. For example, the other day there was a YouTuber guy, one of these big guys that's got over 100,000 people, he says, "Hey, I'm going to have a training session at whatever time of clock it was, 9 o'clock or whatever."
Mm-hmm.
And you want them to be on time. The guy showed up 5 minutes late. It's like, hello. And it wasn't, and I understand if there's technical stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And if you come on and say, "Hey, I'm sorry I'm late," but there was no, "I'm sorry I'm late." It's like, "Hi, here I am. It's going now." It's, 5 minutes late. Oh, well. I'm sure you didn't have anything better to do.
See, that's the thing. It's respect for other people's time.
Yeah. So those things, you know, I just that does frustrate you. So
yeah, and I can't really understand it, honestly.
As I said earlier, you got to pick your attitude. So I try not to. I will say, Jim, I know you're not retired yet, but the one thing that retirement does, it all that stress goes.
Oh.
You know? It's like, oh, if I don't get it done today, well, I guess I'll do it tomorrow. You know?
Oh, I so look forward to that, Wendell. You've no idea. No idea.
But look, I'm gonna force myself to stay up later, okay, and make a commitment, because you have a great show. I love the community you've built, and I missed everybody, and so I'm gonna try my best to get back in the loop here. So.
Well, thanks for that, Wendell. Welcome back. Safe travels this holiday season.
Thank you.
And don't stay up to where it's going to make you late. You say you're taking off tomorrow?
No. As a matter of fact, the Tuesday morning is the one time I actually work. I have a little part-time job I do on Tuesdays, and I got to be there by 7:30. But I'm usually up by 5 every morning anyway. I have no idea why. Okay, but I am.
Well, yeah, like you said before, acts of God nature are, you know, they're something you can work with. It's like, okay, I get it. That's why you're late. No problem. If it's not habitual, then you're fine. I don't want to be the video call-in show is neither an act of God or nature. So don't let me make you late, man.
Exactly. So.
Well, thank you, my friend. It's always good to see you.
Yep, and let somebody else get on. And hey, always good talking to you, Jim. And have yourself a great Christmas, man.
Same to you, Wendell. Same to you. Thanks, man.
All right. See ya.
Bye-bye. Like I said, guys, you need to check out Wendell's channel. He's a born entertainer, honestly, and I love his stuff. I don't get to watch enough of it, honestly. There's just you know, when are they going to make 26 hours in a day? That's what I want to know, because I need that badly. Let's see. We've got a new guest. That means I need to jack with my settings here. Can you hear me, sir?
I can.
How shall I refer to you? As just Toad 5?
Yeah, Toad 5 works.
All right, just a second here. There we go. Toad 5. Good to see you, my friend. My new friend.
Yeah, I'm brand new. I am also a streamer, and I just like to join in on other people's stuff sometimes. And I really like your setup and what you got going on here. That's really cool.
Well, thanks, man. Did you hear what the show is all about? Of course, you're on the show, so you kind of know now.
Yeah, but, it's the
video call show. I invite anyone to come up and either talk about the subject or whatever they'd like to, man. And it's so nice having you here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Do you find yourself as a punctual more often than not, or late more often than not?
So, like you were talking about earlier, I probably fall into the category of obsessively early.
Oh yeah.
I'm just it's one of those things that I'm very rigid on. Would like to be flexible in all areas of my life, but that's one of the ones that I haven't let go of the grasp yet. So, but I also live, different than Wendell, who lives 15 minutes from the airport. I'm generally about an hour away from anything.
Oh, I see.
I'm up in the mountains. You don't know. You're driving down our 2-lane road, and there's a tree in the highway.
Oh, yes.
You just have to sit, and you have to wait.
General area? You like Western United States, or?
Yeah, I'm in the San Bernardino National Forest.
Oh, okay. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, so Southern California. It's beautiful up here. I born and raised in San Diego. Love San Diego. Awesome place. It's just too hot for me.
Yeah, I envy you, man.
Least favorite thing was the weather, and I always tell people that, and they think I'm crazy. But I'm I should have been a Canadian. I'm just a cold guy.
You like the cold weather?
Love it.
You guys get snow where you're at?
We do. We're about 5,000 feet. Actually, I had my parents come up for Thanksgiving, and I told them, you're probably going to have to come up on Tuesday because it's going to start snowing on Wednesday. You don't want to mess with we call them the Flatlanders down there. You don't want to mess with that traffic. And it did start snowing on Wednesday. Thursday, we got more snow than we've ever gotten since I've been here in one day. And just all the trees came down.
Oh, yeah.
So we were stuck for probably about 4 days.
Mm.
Me and my dad spent the next Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the chainsaw and a sawzall, cutting down all the oaks and cedars that had fallen down. So, yeah, we get snow. We usually don't get that much snow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I lived in the Midwest for a little bit, and it's not real winter like that, but we get enough.
I'm so envious, man. So envious. I was fortunate enough to live up in the Puget Sound area for about 3 years. You know, so we're surrounded by mountains, and I was only happy when I was in the mountains.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. When I first moved up here, the thing that I really struggled with was coming over the rim and then seeing the Inland Empire and just like, oh, I do not want to go down there. I want to stay up here. I want to, you know, I just want to be at my house, because up here all the houses are, you know, there's no like track homes or anything up here. Everything is more or less custom built at some point, and ours is focused on the set of windows around our view, and it's just like incredible.
Well, that begs the question. Your signal seems real strong. Are you on Dish, or do they actually have wires run up to you?
Yeah. We have trash cans. We have internet, TV. Yeah, we have it all up here. It's like a real life city.
That's shocking.
I'm in Crestline. Crestline's been around since the 30s or 40s.
Mm-hmm.
Old Mormon settlement up here. Lake Arrowhead has been around probably a little bit earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, everything's pretty established up here. The one thing that you don't have is good cell phone service. Verizon is the only company contracted in the National Forest to have towers. So
okay.
I did have to change that when I moved up here.
Ah, that sucks. Of course, I don't have any love for any of the big telecoms.
Yeah. Neither do I. But we're handcuffed to Spectrum, and luckily it's been decent. You know,
oh, good.
It's been an okay.
Yeah,
because
better than bad.
You know, I do a cooking show, and so
I was just going to ask you. You want to you live stream your activities, your cooking?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Yeah. I started streaming probably about a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Then started I was just chatting, you know, just hanging out, talking to people.
Sure.
And a lot of my viewers were from overseas, and in San Diego had a barbecue catering company, and they're like, we want to know about barbecue, you should do this show. So I have a second kitchen, kind of, it's like a granny flat, and I rigged that all up, and that's my stream kitchen. Got 3 cameras now, and
nice.
Yeah, it's kind of like a cook along. Learn how to cook, learn how to make good food that doesn't need to be tiny or look a certain way or cost a certain amount.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about making good food, and empowering people to just try stuff.
Yes,
because that's how I learned. Is I've messed up so many different things.
That's usually the reason that people don't experiment in the kitchen, because they're afraid of failure.
Yeah, and we've run into things before where I've even screwed up, and I said, you know what, most people are going to say, let's get a pizza. No, we're going to learn how to fix this. That's what we've done. We've figured it out.
That's awesome. Where do you normally live stream?
Usually I'm on Twitch.
Okay. Awesome.
Twitch. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with a lot of the other stuff. I know, obviously YouTube's out there.
Yeah.
Mixer's making a real big push for a lot of the gamers now. But
yeah, so is DLive. Not so much for the gamers, but since PewDiePie went over to DLive, it's DLive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking because I had some friends up this weekend, and it's a friend of mine in San Diego who's a DJ, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm streaming. I'm gonna start I started last night," and so I was like, "Oh really? Check out all my stuff." And he's like, "Oh, this is awesome," and he wants to do something similar, and I've always wanted to, get out there and do more of a, like a podcast or a talk show type thing.
Sure.
That's just it's just what I do. What I
So-
do best is flapping these gums.
Sounds similar to my path, my friend.
Yeah,
I've been doing this for
absolutely.
about a year as well.
Awesome.
And it was one of those things where I'd always wanted to do it, and I just decided, what the hell? I'm just gonna open it up and do it.
Good for you. Look at this. You've got a following. You got a wonderful interface here, and
Well, thanks, man.
like a lot of fun. So
Thanks. I'm gonna head over to Twitch after we get done with the stream and check your stuff out. And I encourage everyone else to do the same. Those of you who have Twitch accounts, and if you don't, get a Twitch account as well as a DLive account, because I simulcast on all on those three: YouTube, DLive,
Yeah.
and Twitch, plus Facebook. And yeah, check out what Tote 5's doing, because it sounds interesting, man.
yeah, it's cool. And if anyone's interested or wants to know about cooking, or wants to see how something's done, or just pop in and hang out, everything's kind of set up. I haven't had a lot of engagement this way, but I run a Discord server. If you have suggestions, things that you want to see, or if I have any big cooks, I'll post stuff on there, and then you can have those ingredients ready. So if you want to cook along and do something like that, it's very interactive. I mean, it could be anything. I mean, we've cooked. We did a whole episode on just cheese. Just messing around with cheese.
You can't-
Chilaquiles. I really screwed that one up.
Sometimes
Yeah,
those
so-
are the best, though. Am I right?
It tasted amazing. It tasted so good. But
Well, I mean the screw ups.
That's a fickle one. You got to get those tortillas correct.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my friend, I've got time for one more guest. So, Gary,
Awesome.
I'm probably not going to be able to get to you. But hey, man, thanks for coming up, and look forward to, like I said, checking out your stuff and watching some of your videos. And don't be a stranger. You're welcome back anytime.
Jim, I will be back.
All right, thank you so much, Tote.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. Honestly, that was our first visitor from Twitch, which was awesome. Let's see. I'll try to get both in. But I'm gonna after that I'm gonna cut her off tonight. So you all know our next guest. We will. Yes. He's back. He's back in black and white.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh, Tony, we've gotten used to that, man.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
My apologies for being late and keeping all you fuckers up.
Before we get going, Tony, I was going to actually hit the chat real fast because we've got Dole Whip Dad that came in. How you doing? Good to see you. Still Winter Nation, which I know you know because you just did a video on him. Unpolished Gardens. Folks, welcome to the show. If I missed you, make sure that you tag me, and I'll try to. Great to see you too, Still Winter. Do we know his first name?
Ian,
Ian? Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Good to see you, Ian.
I
I'll
got
have to remember
knighted
that.
tonight.
What's that? You got
I got knighted tonight.
knighted?
Yeah, he picks he picks
Oh.
a person. He knights one person during the stream, makes him a mod. Pretty fun.
Oh, so now we have to refer to you as Sir Tony?
That's absolutely correct. Thank you, Ian, for that. Appreciate that, buddy. Sir Tony, I like that.
Well, I can't let that slide, of course. You know that, right?
I know.
Here we go.
All right, we're back.
Sir Tony. There we go.
Hold on, I gotta mute. Hold on, I gotta open your stream so I can mute it. So I can,
You have been anointed, my friend. You're actually Sir Tony now.
That's beautiful.
Oh, Drone Kings and Darwin, I did miss you, man. I'm sorry, Brad. I'm so sorry, man. I know I saw you earlier. Flash in your pan, Ed. How you doing, buddy?
John
Thanks for being
King's
here.
down. He's here.
Yeah,
He's from the future.
he's
and,
from the future.
He is the future. And I don't like it because every time I publish a video, he sends me a message that tells me that one's not going to do so good. It's like, Jesus, dude. just put one up.
Well,
And
somebody-
he already sent me a message. So.
Yeah, somebody's got to say the emperor has no clothes. So Tony,
Yes, sir.
are you on time? Or are you late habitually?
No, seriously, always late. I try to be on time. I try so hard.
I was so hoping somebody would come on.
Family is habitually late.
Really?
You know, there's like that line. Some people like. You're always just. That's us. We're habitual line steppers. We're always stepping over the line. It's not good.
No, that's not good.
It's not good.
You catch any flack for it? Or pretty much everyone's used to it, and that's Tony.
No, it all depends. I mean, it's rough. When it comes to work, I'm usually on time for everything. I make sure of it, That's how I make my money. So I support my family.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, but boy, I don't know.
It pays to be on time in that respect.
Well, it does. It does.
Mhm.
And I'm a manager, so I can't if I'm always not on time, it makes it rough because then my employees think they can always be not on time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I try to be on time for that reason. If nothing else, the chat doesn't work. It took all that time pulling it, to put the damn chat up, and it's not working.
Oh, you pulled it out?
Yeah.
Well, let me answer a question while you're working with that. Mike, Creator Spotlight Show, says, I helped Magic Jones with the video. Can I drop his link? Of course you can drop. And thank you so much for asking, Mike. I appreciate that. I do. But yes, Magic Jones is a good friend of the show. Anything I can do to help him. Absolutely.
Listen, I love Magic Jones. And if you haven't seen O Come Emmanuel, which he just did for Christmas.
Mm-hmm. I haven't. I got in on the first part of that. Remember, he was actually choosing the song. I heard he chose it, but I wasn't able to go back and watch the construction. It sucks.
That is. Oh, I just saw that. I didn't see any of it. I've been so out of whatever. But hey, there's Danny Black. I found him. It's like Waldo. But that was a beautiful song, man. Beautiful message in from Jason. It was just really nice.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I did get it in the my notifications for Subscribestar because I do subscribe to him. Hello, Heaven's Gates Cherry Farm. How are you? Good to see you. Crap, my dad makes me watch. I know I saw you earlier, Adam. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yes, that's the Gary Vaynerchuk. I actually got to see that one because it came up in my notifications before I started the show. Before I went on Two Family Homestead. He did a whole video about Gary V and his garage sale exploits. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was doing that one. Yeah. But
keep going. I'm just doing something good.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yep, here I am.
You got a show to run. Go ahead.
We found Danny Black. Shocking. What will we do now?
I'm going to do this.
I haven't gotten any more bids on the couch. I know you were looking to see if it was still for sale on Facebook.
That's the only reason why I came on the damn show.
You still looking to buy the couch?
Yeah. Check it out.
What?
Hold on. What side am I going up on? I never know what side I'm on. Okay, here we go. I don't even know if it's going to be straight. Does my camera reverse? Hold on. I got to make room because it's the box.
Shouldn't be. Are those
There we go, okay.
are those shells over your right shoulder?
Yeah.
Yeah, then they're not. You're not reversed.
I just want to show. Look, Still Intonation. I made you a card.
Boom! Nothing but technology here, man,
That's right.
and Flash as well.
You get no fancy tech with this fucking guy.
Good night, Ed. Thanks for being here, man.
Good night, Ed. Go have a burrito and a joint and enjoy yourself. Oh my god, I can't believe I was late for the show. I wasn't actually late. I was here. And then Wendell made me late. And then the tote guy. What's his channel? Do we find out?
We'll have to. I don't know exactly what it is, but he should be in the chat on Twitch, and we should be able to go to his channel from there because he came straight over from Twitch, which is awesome. That's our first one from Twitch. That's wonderful.
That's great.
Yeah, seemed like a great guy. I can't wait to see some of his cooking stuff.
See this?
Huh.
You got somebody coming in here from the Still Intonation. Thanks for recommending video calling. See? You got people coming from all different kinds of places. Dude, you're rocking tonight. I can't see the channel because I got the Zoom up. Where we at?
Yeah, I'm not looking at it at all, honestly.
They're hammering it, man.
Yeah, well, I owe all that to Two Family Homestead. They that and the kind of people who've decided to pop on in, but they did a raid as soon as I was done with that because it went to like 10:05, and then I had to start this show, so I was late. I was uncharacteristically late, and I'm owning up to it.
Show about being late.
To a show. That's why I chose this subject because I knew it. I was like, oh, what am I going to do? It goes from 9 to 10. What's my subject? Hey, let's talk about lateness.
Hold on.
Oh, Gano wants a card.
Gano wants a card.
Yep.
Hold on. Marker out. I gotta get my marker back out. There we go.
Ah, yes. While he's developing that card, tomorrow night's show.
Did you notice everybody left when DraftKings and Darwin showed up? That's when your numbers dropped. Just so you know, if you're wondering what's going on, he shows up, and that's what.
I'm not looking at the stats, man. I am not looking at the stats.
All right. Again, our card. Ready?
Absolutely.
There it is.
Oh, Gana.
My wife's going to come in here and.
Oh, yeah. You probably shouldn't have asked, Gana. So what else is going on, Tony? You say you're just you sound like you're kind of out of it.
I do.
Well, yeah. Weren't you just saying that you've just kind of been, out there? Everything okay?
Yeah.
Good. It's not like I'm trying to create drama here, man.
I didn't look at it that way. I just felt like you were baiting me for something.
Oh, no. You said you just kind of mentioned it's like, just I've been around and out and you just.
Oh, yeah. I just haven't been. I haven't been on YouTube as much. I haven't been. I'm just working a lot, and yeah, just the usual bullshit, man. It's life. That's all. But I'm still, if the videos are flowing regular and try and do both channels. That's hard as hell.
Yeah. You're a knight now?
I'm a knight. I got knighted. I mean, things are busy. I got a kingdom to fucking defend. There's no bullshit here. It's a nation. I got to defend a nation.
Exactly. This could mean big things for you, man. You never know what sort of upward mobility will happen once you gain that
Listen,
sir.
I've already had 17 other channels reach out to moderate me this evening.
Boom.
I told them I'd think about it.
It's happening, man.
No one else is offering me a title, so.
Well, now I got to change my my Excel spreadsheet. Put you in as sir, Tony. I don't want to insult you by forgetting that.
I appreciate it, man. I tried to get I ran into Green Bay Wacky. I tried to get him to make me the court jester of the Wacky Nation, but he wouldn't go for it. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, well, it never hurts to try, man. All they can say is no.
I was going to call in last night for the panel show, but I had no idea. I got nothing to talk about when it comes to turning corn into fuel. I try to turn it into fuel all the time, and it just comes out solid, just the same way it went in. So I don't know nothing about it.
Well, you should have come up and helped me sell the couch, man.
No, I get it. You try. I knew nothing about it. Nothing.
After all that, you know nothing. Everyone knows more about that couch.
No. Like, I knew nothing about your subject, and I didn't want to be I'm trying not to just jump on and because otherwise, it's going to happen. I'm going to come on. I'm going to gut the fucking stream. It'd be funny because that's all I know. All I know is to come on and try to be funny. No, doesn't mean I'm going to be funny, but I'm going to try because I got nothing else. If I don't know the subject, I'm just going to get on and fuck the whole thing up. That's what I do.
And there's nothing really funny about ethanol.
It's usually by design.
Yeah.
But so I saw the subject. I'm like, Jim wants to be serious tonight, so it's a non-Tony night. I understand, and that was my choice. And so I went on and I was listening. And then I jumped on Facebook for a little while, and I saw the couch thing start to happen. And I thought, oh, these must be Jim's family. It's on his personal Facebook page, so maybe these are just his buddies. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna jump in and play along with him. And then I didn't realize that I was becoming part of the troll monster.
You were.
I was trying to have fun. I had no idea what was going on. But,
Well, I got to say, man, from a trolling perspective, if that's where it's going, I'm okay with that. It filled an entire hour. I'm not able to edit that out for some reason. Something wrong with I upgraded to DaVinci Resolve 16, and every time I try to render that thing out, it just crashes.
well, hey, welcome to my world.
Yeah.
That's with any program. Yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, the whole couch thing, it was awesome, but it wasn't. I told you about my dad selling the brown car. You got that somewhere in some past Tony's store.
Yeah.
And that's what it reminded me of. It's ridiculous. No. What are you selling tonight?
Nothing tonight. Just little old me.
Oh, this is awkward.
Not nearly as much as it was from my perspective.
I've still got 4 people to buy Christmas gifts for, and I was hoping to fill one of those on the show, so this is a little weird.
Oh, I'm so sorry, man. Weird. You know, but that would be fun. That would actually be fun. I've got an entire eBay store that I use as like a roving garage sale. Because if I go to auctions or whatnot, or if I've just got some crap laying around that I got to sell, I'll just throw it on my eBay store at whatever price is fair and wait till it sells.
Okay.
Maybe I should draw some of those out. Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. I don't know who's going to be able to use an 1 1/4 CNC bit.
Listen, I got a great bit. You got to steal. You got to steal this bit from you know Frank Garcia. Art of Morbid.
Yeah. I didn't know that was his last name, but yeah, I know Frank.
All right, Frank. Sorry. Anyway, Frank Art of Morbid. Frank's a good dude.
Yeah.
There was a while he was doing. he's back doing it again now, but he was doing his Wednesday morning live streams. So every Wednesday morning I'd catch him, you know, and he was like part of my routine for a while, and it's like this. He was selling stuff on eBay, you know. So he was sitting there. What do I got here? I got something. I don't even know what this. Oh man, what is this? I hate what's going on here. What is this? So he'd be sitting there and he'd be like, oh yeah. So like halfway through his live stream, he's talking about what's going on with everybody, you know. And Frank's a great guy. He's always like, hey, go ahead, drop your links to your newest videos in the chat, whatever, you know. He wants everybody to promote themselves. And then he starts going through his what's this? It's not for me. He starts going through like the pictures he took and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, oh hey, by the way, guys, you know, I got this I got my eBay store set up, so got some new stuff I'm putting up there, like this here, huh? Jumpin' Jack Flash. that's $3 on my eBay store, so if any of you guys want it, $3 plus shipping. Just let me know. Then you put it down and you pick up the next item. You know, and he's like showing us the things he has to say about his eBay stuff.
That's almost exactly what I was talking about doing.
I'm like, so like one day he stopped doing it for a while, and then he gets back on like a month later, or whatever, and he gets back into the routine, you know. So I get on one. I'm like, what shit are you selling today, Frank? He's like, oh, it's something. I'm like, come on. It's all some like obscure PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 game. I'm like, first of all, no one has those consoles, and if they do, that, you know, Jimmy the Surfer is not the title I'm looking for. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I'm not in it, you know? I don't know. Yeah, see, Adam, I was there for that. Of course, because he did it every freaking week. That's what you were there for. We were all there for it. Frank was always trying to sell something. Fucking Danny Mick would egg him on, the bastard.
But that's awesome.
Oh, that's hilarious. We had a good time with it.
Now I want to do it.
They're all good guys, man. Like that's Adam's whole crew over there, man.
Mm-hmm.
His posse.
I actually plan on opening a store here very, very soon. Not an eBay store, because I already have that. That's for used goods, but I'm going to open one up for new goods as well.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
So be looking for that.
Good night to Brad. Good night, Brad. All right, I'm
gotta run. Bye. Yeah.
Yeah.
See you, Brad. Well, and we do too, Tony. It's just past the hour, my friend.
Oh, I suppose I'll let you go to bed. That's fine.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I actually have a pretty big meeting at noon tomorrow, and I don't want to be late.
At noon.
Yes, actually 12:30.
We have a storm rolling in. It's not here yet, but
I think it's the one that just rolled through us.
Yeah, my kids' teachers were like, "There's probably not going to be a school tomorrow." Like, all the teachers kept telling my kids this. I'm like, no, these teachers, they don't make this decision, but every town around us is already canceled. They did it like 5 o'clock.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, so I'm assuming my kids probably went to school. But
yeah,
like 1 in the morning, it's going to start just like hammering us, and it's going to go all the way through.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's still snowing here.
So at some point, because I have been recording my Vlogmas episodes for the Halo Squirrel channel, I just haven't gotten them up. So I just posted a video tonight on this channel, so I'll get over to Squirrel and get some stuff. Probably one put up tonight, and then tomorrow I'll get caught up on the Vlogmas, because the Vlogmas was bullshit anyway. But in those, I like to show that hey, it's snowing. So
Day 23.
Day 23, still snowing. Still snowing.
Oh man.
All right.
Well, have fun with that, dude.
I gotta go work on that, man, and I gotta go work on my TikTok account. So.
Oh yes.
With that note.
Thanks for coming on, Tony. I didn't get to say it, but thanks for coming on. We also had Steve Carpenter in late, better late than never. How you doing, Steve? Good to see you as always, my friend. Steve, you've actually been on the show, and I think, have you not? Oh, my memory. Oh, my memory. It sucks. And Lisa Lee, how you doing? Good to see you. Wanted you to know I didn't miss you. But hey, folks, that's going to do it for tonight. You know, we're in for about an hour every weeknight, Sunday through Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern. And I don't want you to miss, of course, tomorrow night's show. We are going to be talking about the most shocking thing that's happened to you. That is tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Folks, thanks so much for being here. I want to thank all my guests. A lot of fun being on Two Family Homestead. Thank you to them again, both Daryl and Sherry. I appreciate it, guys. And thanks to all you folks in chat. I so appreciate you being here. Listen, again, if this is your kind of content, this is your kind of show, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. And by all means, share if you feel so inclined. It really helps us out. That's going to do it for me, folks. Thank you so much once again. And I have to leave you with these words. Make sure that you treat others the way you would want to be treated. If we all did that, this world would be a fantastic place. You guys take care. We will see you live.